Live from Bikini Bottom. What is happening, Christina? How are you?
I'm good. I'm in the chilly southeast. We just had an ice storm out our way, and so it's a great day to stay inside.
I have heard that it is cold, cold, cold.
Yep, it's cold. Everything's ice. Power lines are down. Good news is that I obviously have electricity, so here I am.
Right on. Right on.
That, harsh weather conditions. Grateful to have Wi-Fi. Grateful to have electricity. Heat's on. No problem.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're warm and safe. That's awesome. Well, welcome everybody to Trending Thursdays every Thursday at 11 Pacific and 2 p.m. Eastern. Christina and I hop on live and we jam out about some trending products, and we invite you to ask any questions, drop a comment, say hi. If you've gleaned anything from the previous week and want to share that, that's great. If you have any thoughts about trending products that you're looking at, or have any ideas about some products that you might be pushing to your store or trying to market to your audience, be happy to look at those as well. And so, this is we encourage you to comment, encourage you to share. And today we're going to chat about a source for trending products, and also kind of layering interests and families with trending items so that you can really niche down and find what we call our anchor product, our Michael Jordan product, if you will, and how we go about doing that. And Andrew, what is up, my man? Welcome. We got a hi from Andrew.
Hey,
welcome aboard.
I'm back.
Welcome aboard.
So we're excited. I mean, if you have a Shopify store already, or you're just thinking about it, be sure to tune in and listen, because we can give you all the extra tips and tricks of what to do to make your store profitable. So I'm just kind of curious, Aaron, today, what do you think is most important in terms of just sharing with a newbie or even an experienced person already using Shopify on the trending front?
So primarily, even before you go out and start posting products to your store and filling your store with a bunch of stuff and going to ZenDrop or Oberlo or AliExpress or Product Pro or whatever app you've tied into your Shopify store, the important thing to begin with is the research and digging deep into what is selling now, and digging deep into the buyer of that item. And I mentioned a moment ago your Michael Jordan item. What do I mean by that? Your Michael Jordan is, if you think about what the Chicago Bulls did for all those many years. Sorry, I speak in sports terms, but you can look at other sports teams as well. Look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that just won the Super Bowl. They built their team around Tom Brady. The Bulls built their team around Michael Jordan. When you find that one Michael Jordan product, and you can build around that Michael Jordan product, then you can assemble your team of products around that one product. So it's important to just do the deep work. And what I mean by that is, all too often you get shiny object syndrome, right? Where it's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to sell that product, or I'm going to go sell that fidget spinner, or now I'm going to go sell the Cabbage Patch doll, or the Tickle Me Elmo, or whatever it happens to be, this new latest craze thing. But if you spend the time to do the deep work and go a mile deep on a product and who that product speaks to, and all of the things that product provides for that audience, and that product has high margins, and it fits a lot of the other check boxes. It ships quickly, it's personalized, it's engraved, it's handmade, it has a story, all of these things, and that becomes your Michael Jordan product that you can make money on or at the bare minimum break even, and then you have all of the ancillary products around it that supplement the sale of that Michael Jordan product.
Mm-hmm. And coming back to that Michael Jordan product, Michael Jordan didn't become a winner because, he just showed up at the games, right? He practiced, he refined his skills. He practiced day in and day out. Probably days, even snow days, he probably didn't take a break. If you can take the time now, do the research. Take time to do the research. Because what that means is that's going to separate you out from all of the other Me Too's out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you become one of those Me Too's and you're just competing on price, you've already lost the game.
Yep.
You lost the game. So spend time to dig into the details, like Erin is sharing. I just want to share that with you, because we want your store to be profitable.
That's exactly right, Christina. And we just had a question come in from Juck. How do you search for your winning product? And we're going to chat about that here in just a minute, so hang tight. And Conrad, welcome. We see you out there. Good to see you. So yeah, let's layer on that. How do we now that we know, we need to go a mile deep rather than a mile wide, right? We need to really dig deep and do the research, do the deep work in order to find our Michael Jordan, our Tom Brady product. So then we can build around that product. And so how do we find our winning product? And watching this, you may already know we don't use ZenDrop, and we don't use Oberlo, and we don't use AliExpress, and we don't use any of those apps that provide more or less, products that come from a manufacturing plant. And there's a couple reasons behind that. One, we have an overall arcing mission to work with other small business owners in our community, especially in a time in this nation when it is so much needed that our small businesses are struggling. And, I've been forced out of business because of COVID, and many of them have wonderful products, but they don't have the digital marketing know-how in order to sell their products online. And so I feel that having the digital marketing background, it's incumbent upon me, and Christina, I know you feel the same way, to use and leverage our skills in order to help those that do have a wonderful product but might not have the skills to go out and create marketing campaigns and conversion campaigns and saturate the market and really get out there in an impactful way that grows their business and puts food on their plate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we help our fellow American small businesses grow their base, meaning they get to sell more products here in the U.S. market. And you, as well as Erin and I, we are helping bridge that gap. Okay, so we are helping other small businesses grow, getting so much more exposure, and we in turn are the catalyst to help make that happen. Because not everybody's shopping on Main Street anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are staying in. Everybody's roles and their jobs and positions are changing. More of us are at home. Some of us have lost our jobs. How can we help in those types of situations? Well, we can help. We can help local small businesses. We ourselves can be on the computer. We have the know-how how to get that much more exposure, whether it's advertising, etc., and all the different mediums that actually work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What works. We also know how to separate you apart from everybody else. So even if you're a newbie, you'll get a little competitive advantage. I like to say the unfair advantage. We get the special secrets that we share. And but just think about it. If there's that little shop in your town that has excellent products, but nobody knows about them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hometown secret. Like, well, let's open up that hometown secret so they can continue to be in business.
Mm-hmm. You raise a great point there, and I'm going to share our source on how we go and find vendors on a very common platform, and your eyes will open if you're watching this and you'll say, "Oh, that's where they get them." Okay, got it. But I actually partnered some time ago with a local bookstore here in town. And they provide all sorts of personalization and engraving and those sorts of things that that speak very well to social media audiences. And just like you said, there are hidden gems out there in your local community that are creating those wonderful products, and small sports stores, trophy engraving places, and Christian bookstores are huge sources that have wonderful products already. But they typically just rely on that foot traffic that's no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado, let's move into our source and where we do find our trending products, and then the things that we look for that we know are going to speak to an impassioned audience on Facebook and on YouTube and on Pinterest. Once you really start to dig in, you start to get an eye for, my goodness, that product right there is going to speak to an impassioned audience on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. And there are so many different passionate audiences out there.
Mm-hmm.
Think of your friends that spend all this money on their dogs. I mean, I for one, I pamper my pets. I probably spend way more than I want to admit every month.
Uh-huh.
Right? Now, I've talked about a passionate audience, right? Just an idea, right? They're out there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. The pet niche is a huge one. Andrew, I know that you were looking at some products in the pet niche. So let's just explore the pet niche for a minute. Let's explore the pet niche. Juck, excuse me. You just asked, if you're not using ZenDrop, Oberlo, or AliExpress, what platform to use to find your product. And so I'm going to take you to where we go, and we're going to look for a product right now. And let's go look for one in the pet niche and see what we can come up with.
Okay.
We're in the hot seat. Let's roll.
Go.
All right. So here we are. Here we are on Etsy.com. And so, Juck, here is your answer, how we find or where we go to find these trending products. It is Etsy. And I know last Thursday, or was it last Tuesday, we had mentioned, there's a little bit of extra legwork here. It's not just a simple app where you click and import a product and then you can go ahead and sell it. There's a step here where you do go out and you communicate and strike up a conversation with the vendor on Etsy, and get to know them and their product, learn the story of the product, learn the story of the vendor, and do that deep work that we were talking about earlier, and forge the relationships with the vendor so that in turn you can tell the story of their product, get them to market, and really help them scale up. And the beautiful thing is, I'm just going to kind of riff off here for a second. Sometimes I go off on tangents, but the beautiful thing is here, there are tons of vendors on Etsy that are making good money on Etsy, that have good audiences on Etsy. But let me tell you, they're looking for more sales. They're looking to sell off of Etsy because they're getting charged 20% or whatever it happens to be whenever they came into Etsy for each sale. And number three, when they make a sale on Etsy, guess what? It's like selling on Amazon. It's like being a vendor on Amazon. That Etsy seller doesn't get the email to build their own list and their own audience to continue to remarket to. So your positioning is very strong as a digital marketer by helping them to scale their products in your store using your own marketing dollar, because they're at no risk per se. You are, assuming the risk by marketing their product, but at the same time, your positioning is very strong because they want to scale off of Etsy. They know how much Etsy is costing them, and they know that they're not building their own list. So you can help them do all those things. Very, very cool. Very powerful.
Just to highlight that, guys, owning your list is the most important currency you can have when you're a business owner. Some of these platforms don't provide the vendors contact details, etc. And so for those of you looking to really grow, or you having a Shopify store helping others grow their business, that's going to make your partnership that much more powerful and strategic.
100%. 100%, Christina. Yes, the old adage, the money is in the list, couldn't be more true. And this layers on, I know, in some of our messaging out there, if you're building a list selling Oberlo products, AliExpress products, these Me Too sort of products that are out there that aren't differentiating yourselves, you're building a list that's not as powerful or as responsive for yourself than as a list that you're providing products they can't get anywhere else or have limited resource or access to get to. So let's keep diving in. We're 17 minutes into this puppy today. Let's find, we're going to go into the cat niche, right?
Yes, everybody saw that video with the lawyer reporting to court.
Oh my goodness, that is priceless.
That just made me laugh so hard. Wasn't that such good news? We all heard about that.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So yeah, let's find something in the cat niche, and so you can kind of let's just do this. Is there a particular breed of cat that you are partial to, Christina?
I'm partial to Siamese.
Siamese, okay. Siamese cat. Oh my goodness! Look at what Etsy just. So Andrew, what extension tells you the product volume per month? That is keywords everywhere. So you see how there's this information to the right of the search results there. That is an extension called Keywords Everywhere. Just go to the Chrome extension store and download that puppy. It'll help you tremendously when you're doing product research or keyword research for marketing, and help you really to see if search volumes out there for any product that you're selling. So let's say Siamese cat. I'm just gonna see what we've got. What is out there? Andrew, you might need to buy the upgrade to Pro or something with Keywords Everywhere. I think it's $10, and they give you so many searches or something like that. So let's see here. Let's roll through and let me know. Just hit me up on Messenger if that didn't do the trick. Here we go. So what I like to find, one is a jewelry item. Jewelry items have high margins, and there's a higher perceived value than, say, a coffee mug, right? The perceived value of a coffee mug or a face mask or, a sticker is far less than the perceived value of something that looks great, is going to be worn, and, a nice piece of jewelry. And jewelry just has much higher margins, typically. So let's see what we can find in the Siamese cat jewelry space. All right, so these are ads up here. We'll kind of disregard the ads, although what I'm looking at are star ratings and reviews here. Siamese cat art wine canvas print. You can also get some ideas for your print on demand. So, we find our Michael Jordan product as being handmade, speaks to a passionate audience, high margins, high passion, here on Etsy, communicate with the vendor, get that Jordan product going. But then who are our ancillary products? Who are our Scottie Pippens and our Steve Kerrs and our Horace Grants and, our surrounding players? Think about your print on demand. And you can get design ideas in here for your role players. So let's scroll down. Oh man, Etsy's great. People make some awesome stuff. Fuck it. I'm getting a Siamese cat. Oh, boom. Best Siamese cat ever. That is a great shirt. The Siamese cat popping out of the mask. Come on. Oh my God. Here, let's narrow it down because we could probably. Oh, here we go. What is this? The cat key ring, cute kitten gift. This looks like it might be something you could get on, like resold, maybe from AliExpress. Let's just take a look at it real quick. Looks like, yeah, this kind of looks like an AliExpress product that has, well, it's a Swarovski crystal, which is, this is actually not a bad little gig here. Just something to think about. I would save this URL on a spreadsheet. If I was going after the Siamese cat niche, I would come up here and I would save this URL and I would put it on a spreadsheet just to kind of come back to as a good idea, because it does offer a couple layers of interest, and that is the letter. So, first name, last name, or what have you, plus the Siamese cat, plus the birthstone crystal. So actually is pretty cool. It's just a keychain, key ring. It would be awesome if this was a bracelet and these were charms. A bangle. If this was a bangle and these were charms, that would be pretty rocking. And 1083, there's just not going to be enough meat on that bone for margin for a key ring. If it were for a bangle, you could probably resell it. Swarovski, people are into their Swarovski. You could probably resell it for, 30, 40 bucks. And if the vendor was able to negotiate with you for maybe a $15 or $20 out of the door price, then you'd have something going. So that's why I would save that URL, because you can come back to it. It's a good idea. Wrong setup with the key ring, but great layering of interest. Let's keep going here. The cat on the whale. Cool. In fact, let's do that. Let's look for Siamese cat bracelet. If there's anything out there. Here we go. This is an ad. Not bad. Look at that. 5,000 reviews of Corner Craft Shop. $20.69. This is the bracelet we were looking at a minute ago. What's this one? Siamese cat engraved expandable bangle. Let's take a look at that one real quick. So this one's actually pretty cool. Has the picture of the Siamese cat. You can engrave it with the name, and you can add extra charms. So I'm not sure what their charm ability is here. Maybe they're down here. Usually Etsy will tell you in the product description on the right. And here you go. Look at this review. This is a few years ago, almost 4 years ago now. But the most beautiful charm I've ever seen. A wonderful tribute to my baby I lost after 18 years. Thank you so much. That's pretty cool. So another potential one here. And I'll kind of speak on this point here as well. If you're importing products from Oberlo or AliExpress or ZenDrop or whatever it happens to be, you might be waiting for reviews to come in after people purchase your product, and maybe you're using an app like, either whether it's Shopify reviews or Looks or something like that and if you're not, I highly recommend using the Shopify app Looks, Loox, to download into your store. It will automate the messaging that goes out post-purchase for those that purchased your product to leave a photo review of their purchase. And that takes time, right? That takes time if you're starting from scratch, and that social proof is crucial for the sale of your product, because what happens, somebody comes to your store and they just see the product, but there's no reviews, especially today. Everybody reads a review, right? What's cool about this with Etsy, you can take their reviews, put them right into your store. So you could take this review, if this was a good item that we came to terms with on this vendor, talk to the pause, then their reviews are reviews that you could use not only on your landing page, but also in your marketing, in your retargeting, and all sorts of areas that are already built in. And guess what? You don't have to wait for post-purchase reviews to come back and wait on that social proof. It's already here.
Are you giving away some extra secrets today?
Absolutely. Let's get this out there. Let's get some stores cooking. Let's get you guys talking to some of these Etsy vendors. Don't be shy. Take the extra step. Get out there and make these relationships. Etsy makes it easy too. Look, just come up here and talk to the pause. Let's talk to the pause. So they're in Gates Mills, Ohio. Talk to the pause. Look, Paul and Jen over here. They look cool. They've got their doggy with the bone on his nose. And English boxer setter. Look at Talk to the Pause. 664 5-star reviews. And let me come back. Let's see what else they have.
So that's really important for anyone that's a newbie. Anyone that's a newbie on Shopify. You're getting that extra social proof right from the beginning when you team up with a US-based vendor that has a ton of already rockstar reviews.
Yes, 100%. And so they're delivering on their product. They're delivering on what their description claims to be, and people are happy to receive their product. And as a seller, that when you're reselling their stuff, your customers are going to be happy with you too.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely.
I know myself personally, anytime I've lost a furry one and they've passed away, I have ordered something in their honor, whether it's a little ornament or a little charm to have in a little keepsake. So, and I know I'm not alone.
Here you go, right here, Christina. Andrew, this is right around you. You might want to reach out to Talk to the Pause, because this product right here would crush it. I mean, this one right here, with the picture, the personalized name, and the dates. This is a good one. If you're able to run, get pricing with Talk to the Pause on this item, I would say, somewhere, a little, hopefully less than $20 as a reseller, and they drop ship it for you. And then you can strike up a relationship where you'll send them, cards for insert, so that somebody receives it not only as Talk to the Pause getting their insert in there, but also you too, and you're both building a list, and you're both co-branding. Then this item right here is definitely a winner, and definitely worth reaching out to Talk to the Pause to try and strike up a conversation.
And just circling back to your sports analogy there, Aaron, too, it's like reaching out to these vendors, you're building your team.
Mm-hmm.
You're building your internal team. Okay? Practice is important. Team building is important.
Yep.
Put all the steps in place to make it to game day.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah. You got to build your team. Yeah, whether it's in sports, or maybe you're, if you're a real estate flipper, you got to have your construction guy, your plumber guy, your finance guy, your this, all these guys, and you manage, right? And so having a good quality vendor with quality products, that is a all-star on your team, the all-star on your team. And Andrew, so what do I tell them as far as not to spook them? So if you were going to reach out to this particular vendor, talk to the pause. I actually have a template that you can reach out to them with, and I'll share that with you, Andrew. Just reach out to me on Messenger, and I'll share that with you. But for those watching, more or less, in a nutshell, I like to lead with a bit of flattery and say, hey, talk to the pause, or hey, what were their names? Paul and Jen. Say, hey, Paul and Jen, my name is Andrew. I just, I was perusing through your shop, and here we would click on contact. We'd sign in and then click contact, sign in. Perusing through your shop, saw all of your incredible bangles. I absolutely love them. I have a Chihuahua mix at home, and would love to order one of your bracelets. I really like your remembrance bracelet, your bangles here. And then then move from there and just say, I have run a successful online store where we have the capability of selling thousands of products, or thousands of your items. I would love to pick up the phone and chat with you if you would be willing to chat about how we can scale your products off of Etsy using our marketing dollar. So, take away some of that fear, because they'll be thinking, oh man, I got to go. They want me to just go sell. There's going to be some time investment or money investment on their part. Say, hey, I would love to resell your products using our marketing dollar. I love your products. I know that we have a passionate audience that these would speak to. And would you be willing to hop on a call for a quick chat? And then just take it from there. So lead with flattery, tell a story, take away any of the fear that they might think that there's time or money commitment involved, and then call to action, let's jump on a chat. So hopefully that helps, Andrew. And this one, right? I mean, this is a winner, 1,000,000%.
Agreed.
There's no question about it. If you come to terms with the vendor on this, reach out to him. This is an absolute winner. And then what I would do is order the product, get it in your hands, and then create some videos around that product, and then start, obviously you're going to create the product on your store, do all of those sorts of things so that it's ready for sale, and then make sure you have the product, and then start creating all of your marketing assets around that product. And we're sharing all of that in our training and how we go about doing that. So all of this is in our mastery program, the 6-Figure Store Secrets Mastery Program, where we go through, we source these products, we communicate with these Etsy vendors, we get them into our system, let them know what we're doing, our mission to help them sell and scale their products off of Etsy, but also our overarching mission, which is to help other small business owners. And that resonates and creates a common bond, right? Because we are all in this together, and we truly mean that. That's genuine. And in our training, this is what we're training up on. So if you're watching this video and this is something that you would like to learn, and then how to take this relationship with the vendor and with this product, and then actually can turn it into product pages that convert, and then turn that into marketing and retargeting and Facebook ads and YouTube ads and Pinterest ads and market saturation around this product and social media saturation around this product and videos. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're about, is getting this Michael Jordan going, getting this rockstar product, rockstar vendor, rockstar relationships and then really scaling it out on the platforms with our knowledge. So if you're watching this video and you're interested to know more about how we're doing it, and fans, you know, every week we're going to chat about trending products. And how long did it take us to find this product right here?
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute. So we can find the product. Now the deep work gets in. Let's go communicate with that vendor. And if Talk to the Pause isn't willing or doesn't want to have a conversation, maybe there's someone else we can go find. Now that we know that this particular product, you know, is going to speak to an impassioned audience, definitely an impassioned audience. This is a good one. In fact, we might just trim this video, Christina, and we're going to communicate with Talk to the Pause ourselves.
No. We'll let watching the video. We'll let you do the honor. We won't do that.
Yeah.
We have plenty that we have teamed up with, and you know, we want others to be as successful as us.
100%. I said that in jest. You know it. You know it.
I know you did, because I know you.
And Andrew, great question. So what if I don't have the capital to buy up front? Is drop shipping also an option? So 100%. In fact, that is this model. That is this model entirely. So in this particular case, let's say everything looked good. The margins looked good. Talk to the Pause. We've got a good relationship going. The way that it would work, I'll just kind of give you a 30,000 foot overview here. You have the product on your Shopify store now. And actually we are in talks of developing an app on Shopify where you take the URL of the Shopify store, or of the Shopify the Etsy product, take the URL of the Etsy product, paste it into the app that we're creating, and it will pull all of the data into and create this product in your Shopify store. Okay. Then you're creating the marketing around it. You're selling this item. What we do is we export the orders specific to this store, right? So we export the orders from our Shopify store specific to this store and export those to a Google Sheet that is shared only with them. So they, in this case, they're going to see on that Google Sheet the name of the pet, and then they're also going to see the year of birth and year of passing of that pet. So they're going to fulfill that order that they receive on that Google Sheet. Once it's fulfilled, they're going to provide a tracking number on that Google Sheet, which is then updated, automatically syncing to your Shopify store. So your customers get notified when the order is fulfilled. Your customers, it's a seamless transaction. They don't know Talk to the Pause until they receive the product, and then they receive, this product with Talk to the Pause and your co-branded messaging. So it is completely drop shipped. It's not, it's not like Amazon, fulfillment by Amazon or anything like that, where you have to go out. And that's a couple of weeks ago, we were chatting about this, Christina, the pros and cons of Shopify versus Amazon. And this was a big one that I kind of kicked myself afterward going, come on, this is one of the biggest differences, is that with Amazon, you have to have a lot of money to go out and buy product upfront, initial investment, and then have them warehouse it if it's fulfillment by Amazon or fulfillment by merchant. So you got to have either a garage full of stuff, or you got to have an Amazon warehouse full of stuff. And that's a lot of upfront capital. There's no upfront capital. There's no investment other than your time and your time and commitment in order to create the product page, and then create all of the marketing and assets. And maybe if you're going to buy one product from them, just say, hey, I believe obviously in supporting my local business. I also want to make sure the product is quality. And I'm going to create content around that product once I receive it. So, it'd be worthwhile to spend just the $40 and have the product in your hands. But you're not going out and spending, $1,000 or 1,000 times $40. That no, they're going to fulfill it and ship it, and then provide the tracking information to seamlessly connect with your Shopify store, so your customers are always in the loop of their order.
Yes.
All right, man.
Today already. Wow, we're already at the 40-minute mark. And so I know some of you have joined our Facebook group. Some of you may not know about our Facebook group yet. Aaron, can you share a link to our free Facebook group again?
Yes, 100%. So it is the.
We'll put it in there so you can always be, also alerted to our Facebook Lives, etc., as well as some free trainings in there. So just a little reminder.
Yeah, let me get that link to anybody who has not joined the Facebook group. And it is Six Figure Store Secrets Launch Group. Let me see here. There it is. Get the link.
Got it. And I can see your screen. Got it.
You're invited.
Awesome.
How about that?
Well, I'm in the ice storm southeast right now, so you've got some time, like me. Staying in.
Whoops, there we go. We'll stay in.
Start your
stay warm. And stay safe. Shoot, don't go out skating around on your car out there. That's for sure.
No, most definitely not. So, I'm curious too. Everybody leave comments, well, what did you learn today that was important for you? What was new that you learned?
Yeah. Please drop a comment if you have any questions whatsoever. Conrad, let me see here. Conrad, where is the link? Good question. It should be there. Look underneath your comments. Hey, Conrad, what's happening, my man? I will, if it's not populating under the comments. Awesome. Thank you, Conrad. If it's not populating under the comments, I'll follow up with a reply to your comments here with a link to the group, and then we'll get you in there, okay? And so for now, I think we'll stop at this time. Christina, stay warm, stay safe. Don't go out driving around.
I'm not with the ice storm we just had, but just want to remind everybody we are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 p.m. Eastern. We've got Traffic Tuesdays and Trending Thursdays. So we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Okay. I also want to point out we are having a special pop-up training where we are helping Carrie open her first Shopify store.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my goodness. Yes.
We haven't put out the date and time yet of that, but we will do that live. So stay tuned.
Yes. Yeah, that's going to be cool. You guys are going to be witness to a store from inception to greatness. So look forward to sharing that. Keep your eyes peeled and we'll keep you posted. All right. Right on. Cool, Christina. Thank you so much. We'll say goodbye for now and see you next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. See you guys. Bye.